Hello and welcome to the news this week, brought to you by your favorite magazine Spiritz, the only thing you need to read for everything you want to know about the alcohol industry. I am Shalini Kumar and today I will tell you about the policy updates around the country as well as all the developments in the industry before bringing you details of the new launches in the market. These are the headlines. Delhi LG pushes for CBI probe against Kejriwal's excise department. Kerala will not be able to make cashew liquor for now. Rajasthan announces measures to curb illegal trade with hologram bottles. Virtual wine tasting soon with AI technology. Bhim Santori says Das Vidania to Russia. Darnley's announces new gin with coastal flavors. Sir Edmund Gin enters airport duty-free in Europe. Here is the news in detail. Kejriwal's government is in a soup over allegations of procedural lapses in the grant of tenders for liquor operations in the National Capital Region. The Delhi Lieutenant Governor has recommended a CBI probe in the matter after the Delhi Chief Secretary filed a report earlier this month showing prima facie violations of GNCTD Act 1991, Transaction of Business Rules 1993, Delhi Excise Act 2009 and Delhi Excise Rules 2010. The LG has further recommended that the Chief Secretary investigate the possible involvement of Excise Department officials in the matter. He is also concerned about the allegations of cartelization in Delhi's liquor business. Among the lapses pointed out are a waiver of 144.36 crore rupees to the liquor cartel on the tendered license fee because of the COVID-19 pandemic by the Excise Department. Another allegation is that the Excise Department refunded the earnest money of 30 crore rupees to the lowest bidder for the airport zone license after he failed to obtain no objection certificates from the authorities. Arvind Kejriwal, however, strongly refutes the charges. It is worth mentioning here that the Delhi government earned close to 7,000 crore rupees through auctioning of liquor licenses to private businesses for opening 849 liquor stores in Delhi. Kerala cashew farmers looking to make liquor from the cashew apple will not be able to do so. The Excise Department has refused them permission on the grounds that the current excise policy has no rules governing the production of low alcohol content liquors. The request was filed by the Payyavur Cooperative Bank. This and other issues like the grant of permission for foreign liquor production units and breweries are likely to be addressed in the new liquor policy of the state. The state government is in the process of amending the Kerala Brewery Rules 1967 and Foreign Liquor Compounding, Blending and Bottling Rules 1975. Though a committee chaired by the Additional Chief Secretary, was formed for formulating amendments to the rules. The report has not been published or no action has been taken yet. In order to prevent the illegal sale of alcohol in Rajasthan, the State Excise Department has issued orders that only those liquor bottles that have holograms will be sold in the state. Vendors have been told not to accept stock from liquor companies without hologram after August 16. Suppliers with any old stock of liquor bottles without holograms may give it to the Rajasthan State Beverages Corporation Limited by 15th August. Additional safeguards include directions to distilleries and breweries in Rajasthan to have printed barcodes with unique serial numbers and carry information about batch number, manufacturing date, and expiry date. Bottle readers will have to be installed on the production line to keep track of the exact number of liquor bottles being produced in Rajasthan. Barcodes on each liquor bottle and each box will be scanned before dispatching the stock to the warehouse of the wholesaler on trucks affixed with fast tags. Besides the barcode, accountability of each liquor bottle in the state will be strengthened with digitally secured holograms. Moreover, only vehicles with fast tags will be permitted to enter the warehouse. The Central Consumer Protection Authority's guidelines barring hotels and restaurants from automatically charging a service tax from consumers has been stayed by the Delhi High Court. The court, however, has said that the service charge and the obligation of the consumer to pay it has to be prominently displayed on the menu or elsewhere on the property. But hotels and restaurants cannot charge service charge on takeaway orders. The court directive came on petitions filed by the hospitality industry bodies, National Restaurant Association of India and the Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Associations of India. Nepalese citizens may not import liquor among 9 other products till the end of August as a government measure to manage dwindling foreign exchange reserves. It's time for break now. Stay tuned.
Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach. I just do what comes natural.
Sterling Reserve, come alive.
Welcome back, and it's time for some legal news from the industry. A new law from the International Maritime Organization will require all ships to calculate their annual carbon intensity based on a vessel's emissions for the cargo it carries. Shipping companies will be required to demonstrate that their emissions are progressively coming down, since a 10% drop in cruising speed can slash fuel usage by almost 30%. Many shipping companies are expected to slow down the speed of their vessels from next year when this law comes into force. This will impact the liquor industry, which is already facing delays of up to 2 weeks as containers languish in understaffed ports. Beam Suntory, along with Edrington, say Dasvidanya to Russia. They have reached an agreement to sell Maxim Russia, their joint venture business, to the local management team. This follows Beam Suntory's suspending of shipments to Russia following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in early March. We determined that the best way to exit the market was through a sale of the Russia joint venture to the local management team, and we wish our respected former colleagues the best with the future direction of the company, stated Beam Santori. Shipments from Beam Santori to Russia will remain suspended. Sommeliers and wine tasters may soon be looking for new jobs as scientists develop AI technology for wine tasting. If preliminary reports are to be believed, the artificial intelligence was able to virtually taste the wine with more than 95% accuracy. Developed at the Maryland based National Institute of Standards and Technology, the AI system's virtual palate was trained using 148 wines from a data set of 178 wines made using 3 grape varieties. 13 characteristics like level of alcohol, color, flavonoids, ash, alkalinity, and magnesium were assigned a value between 0 and 1 for the network to consider when distinguishing one wine from the others. In the test, the AI was given all 178 wines. The system passed with 95.3% accuracy and made just 2 mistakes on the wines it had never seen before. Bangalore based ready to drink premium cocktail startup Obe Cocktails has raised 3.5 crore rupees in a bridge round. The investment is led by Satwa Family Office, Gaurang Junjunwala, partner McKinsey, Ankit Bhati, co-founder of Ola, who participated again, Let's Venture, and others. Earlier in September 2020, Obe had raised 3.5 crore rupees in their angel round led by First Check, Bhavesh Agrawal and Ankit Bhati from Ola Cabs. Abhishek Goyal, founder Traction and Sprout Investments. Welcome Nitish to News This Week on Spiritz TV and congratulations for the fresh funding.
Thank you, Shanley ma'am. It's a pleasure to be on Spiritz TV this week.
Nitish, give us some idea about the current state of Obe Cocktail and where this fresh funding be used.
We are in a growth and learning stage, ma'am. As rightly put, we are a small team. We are trying to figure out where should be, what is the strategy that we need to work on, how we execute. The good part is that we keep experimenting around our different execution and strategies, and we learn and then we again execute it back. So that's how it is. And the funds that we have received is a sign of that we are a growing brand. It will be used primarily to reach every Indian urban consumer in India. We are currently only in 3 states, which is Karnataka, Telangana, and Goa. We will use the funds will be used to basically reach to every pan-India urban consumer which drinks and enjoys cocktails. So we'll be expanding in next 3 to 4 months into multiple states. And idea is to give that cocktail experience, give the fun of what OB cocktail is to every urban consumer in these states.
It is really commendable that as a first generation entrepreneur, you are pitting your RTD against some of the biggest names in this domain. What is your strategy for the brand and what volume are you looking at in the short and long run, Nitish?
So we are underdog, ma'am. That helps us because nobody looks at us and nobody takes us seriously. So that gives us the edge to keep growing and doing the right things in the right market. Last year, we sold approximately 100,000, 1 lakh cocktails, and this year we're trying to target is to sold 1 million cocktails. So that is where the idea of growth is. We're trying to grow 10 times from where we were last year. And obviously it's a difficult industry. It's not an easy industry to be in. There are humongous sizes of global players in the country, and everybody's pitting and betting against the same consumer, which is millennials and Gen Z. Having said that, I think our product and positioning is extremely unique. There is very limited number of brands that has come in. And we are very, very product and cocktail centric brand. So we will keep continuing our innovation and experimentation around and giving that end cocktail experience to the consumer. And that's where I think we are trying to be different. That's where I think we will stay ahead from whether the competition is a small player or a bigger players. So the idea is to keep giving a good cocktail experience to the consumers. And I think that is working for us and that will continue working for us to give us the growth, give us the brand that we are trying to build.
You currently have four variants, am I right?
Yeah.
Are you planning to add more RTDs, and which are the main markets for you?
So yeah, we started with four classic cocktails: Mojito, Cosmopolitan, Gin and Tonic, and Long Island Iced Tea. We are the only one that make Long Island Iced Tea in the market right now. And I think being a cocktail brand, it's important to keep giving different cocktails to the end consumer, and that's what we are trying to do. We are working on the few next variants as well. Obviously we take our time because it's very very important for us to give the right cocktail experience to the end consumer, and that's where multiple iterations happens, hundreds of iterations happens on every single product. And yes, we are working on more cocktails that will come very soon on the shelf and available for the consumers to enjoy those cocktails. And from a markets point of view, we are going into every urban market, whether call it Bombay, Pune, Noida, Delhi, Gurgaon, Pondicherry, Assam. All these markets are urban markets, and lot of it is happening in these markets. And we are in the process of getting our approvals, getting our go-to-market strategy finalized, and we will soon be available in these markets for the end consumers.
Thanks, Nitish, for taking out time and be with us.
Thank you, ma'am. This is really helpful, and let's keep
With
engaging this
us.
more and more.
The beer market is gaining prominence in India owing to a rise in disposable incomes, popularity of low alcoholic beverages, and growing social acceptance, said United Breweries Limited. The company, which is controlled by Dutch brewing firm Heineken NV, intends to enhance its product line through innovation, thus catering to a larger audience both in India and abroad, according to the latest annual report of United Breweries Limited. Among the products in the pipeline are no and low alcohol brews. The other thrust area for the company will be strengthening their supply chain management. The company feels that the industry's potential is yet to be fully unlocked owing to limited outlets, government regulations, and high taxation policies in most states across India. They are hoping that the introduction of online ordering and ease of doorstep delivery in certain states will enable wider distribution. Heineken is now a majority promoter shareholder and owns a 61.5% stake in UBL after it acquired 16.15% equity shares of UBL from the Debt Recovery Tribunal. Priscilla Lara Guevara, a former Miss Earth 2016 contestant from Mexico, and her partner in crime, Constantin Gabriel Dimitru, were recently arrested in Europe for allegedly stealing bottles of wine which are worth over 1.6 million USD. They were on the run for months following their heist of expensive wines from an upscale restaurant hotel in Spain. The duo was arrested while attempting to cross the Croatia-Montenegro border. However, none of the 45 bottles which disappeared from the hospitality property's wine cellar, which include a Chateau d'Yquem from 1806 valued at over $3 lakh, could be recovered from them yet. It's time for break. Don't go anywhere.
OC Blue. Taste the thrill.
Welcome back, and here are the news on new launches. Scotland-based distillery Darnley's has launched a limited edition gin made with sea buckthorn and sugar cane. The coastal hard gin was inspired by the East Newark of Fife and includes botanicals foraged from the shoreline. It sits at 42% ABV. The limited edition gin is now available for purchase at the brand's visitor center at King Barnes Distillery in Fife or through its online shop with just under 2,400 bottles produced. Jade Forest, a premium non-alcoholic beverage brand, has created a line of premium iced teas in 3 exciting new flavors. Developed in conjunction with leading flavor specialists based out of Denmark, these iced teas are packed with antioxidants and real fruit juice. Jade Forest is all set to disrupt the segment in a way that has never been done before. The flavors in this new range are Berry Blush, Floral Rush, and Citrus Crush. Dutch brand Sir Edmund Gin has teamed up with travel retail company Gabor Heinemann to make its flagship bottling available in major European airports. Sir Edmund's bourbon vanilla infused gin will be rolled out further in Europe travel retail, with it already being available at the Heinemann tax-free stores in the airports of Berlin, Copenhagen, and Hamburg. More airports will soon follow. Angostura has launched a rare ultra-premium rum named Angostura Zenith. This latest limited edition rum will join Angostura's esteemed private cask collection. The company has only produced 195 bottles of this rum globally. The flavors of this rum are derived from 2 of Trinidad and Tobago's most iconic distilleries, Caroni 1975 Limited and Angostura Limited. Aged in charred American oak casks that were once used for bourbon, Angostura Zenith combines flavors of sweet and smoky depths, delivering a fine character with a unique blend of Angostura and Caroni aged rums, ranging from 20 to 23 years old. That's all from us now. Join us again next week, but do not forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Till then, drink responsibly and have a great week ahead.